Get them shackles off him. Poor sod can't eat proper.
Astrologers proclaim Week of the Badger.
Horn sounded. Neve reckon.
Reynard, what the devil? Sea raiders.
The gods are with us! Should have listened to me old lady. Let us put our steel to the test.
Got any victuals? I'm hungry like a wolf, I am. You can try to win them all, but you won't.
We'll ransack your temples! Wipers!
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Give us all you got! This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads. My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Oh, got a bad case of rower's back.
Warhawk de Barrier!
Left, right, left, right.
You've got stone.
Sailed into troubled waters, mate.
promise you a quick death.
We must trust each other.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die. One boat's all I need.
Ogre Blackhand's taking on new swabbies. What do you say?
Reynard, what the devil? Sea Raiders here!
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Ah!
The gods are with us! Let us put our steel to the test!
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Ah!
For Brad!
We'll ransack your temples! Wipe ourselves on your vestments!
Twisha!
Left, right, left, right.
Warhawk Devarier!
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
One boat all I need.
We got a bad case of rollers back.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Ah!
I promise you a quick death.
Aye.
Sailed into troubled waters, mate. Give us all you got!
Give me a target.
Olga Blackhand's taking on new swabbies. What do you say?
Gotta go!
Reynard, what the devil?
Let us put our steel to the test!
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Ariel's been chosen. The gods speak to him.
Can't take it anymore.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
We'll ransack you! For blood!
Left, right, left, right.
Pays late. Again. Give us all you got!
Armor won't say.
Sailed into troubled waters, mate.
Aye. Promise you a quick death. Should've listened to me old lady.
You've got stones, wench.
gods are blowing fair winds the day.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads. What is it?
Olga Blackhand's taking on new swabbies. What do you say?
Reynard, what the devil?
Answer with us!
Gotta go!
Reynard, what the devil?
Answer with us!
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Let us put our steel to the test!
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
For blood!
Left, right, left, right.
We'll ransack it! Clear sack!
Can't take it anymore.
Again and again and again.
Olga Blackhand's taking on new swabbies. What do you say?
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Sailed into troubled waters, mate.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Our ballista, your command. Armor won't say.
Gods are blowing fair winds today.
Tell me you jest.
Aye.
You've got stones, wench.
Warhawk de Barrier! Promise you a quick death.
The Skelligers fought hard, fought bravely, brought mayhem. Yet the Queen's ordered, disciplined force won the day. The islanders seemed entirely undismayed at their defeat. A trait of theirs, I must admit, I've ever admired.
Well, you're right scrappy for landlubbers. Let me Goodman applaud you for your pluck, Queen. When we sup, me and the lads will drink your health.
That we shall yet see, sir. We must know something first. What brings you this far inland? What drove you from the sea?
Meve asked, crossing her arms.
Ha! What always drives us? Looting and pillaging. The coast's picked clean since long, so we set our longships up the Yaruga for gold and glory!
Amusing. I always assumed you to be honourable folk.
And who dares to claim elsewise?
Your very actions do so. You've attacked a land preoccupied, a land already at war with invaders, but I suppose it makes sense. You've ever feared to attack Imperials?
The Queen prodded gently.
What did you say, wench?
Goodmund had quickly turned red with rage.
I'll prove just how wrong you are, I will! Why, we'll be drinking mead from Nilfgaardian helmets for sundown! Follow me, lads!
Meve smiled as she watched the islanders gather their gear and prepare to march. She doubted not in the least that Goodmund would honor his pledge.
Here the damage seems not so great.
It appears Nilfgaard's not yet turned its forces towards the capital. We're likely to encounter no more than pathfinders and foragers.
So I hope.
If a troubadour paid us a
Yes, Your Grace?
It's time I
The Nilfgaardian invasion necessitated certain steps. Meve had dispatched scrolls to her garrison commanders, based upon which they were to announce general musters. She'd hoped that by the time she reached Crydam, fresh recruits would be waiting to join her growing force. Alas, the commander of this fort, one Sergeant Griggs, had only bad news.
Your Majesty, I've not the numbers to man the walls even. The call to arms brings few new recruits and more men desert each day. Folk are terrified something awful. They don't believe in victory.
Since love of country seems insufficient motivation,
Meve said, standing up from behind the table,
we must make coins speak. Sergeant, announce that all new recruits will receive twice the usual soldier's pay.
Though costly, Meve's decision brought immediate results. Lured by the promise of gold, townsfolk in droves enlisted with the garrison. The Queen left Crydam poorer, but encouraged, as she had a stronger force in tow.
A contract on a monster. Interesting.
lady. Something's wrong at Abbott's Ravine. I heard whinnies and screams at first.
As Meave and company traversed the ruddy meadows, strident voices reached their ears.
I beg your pardon. I've heard enough. A duel. I challenge you to a duel.
A duel? Nonsense. I'd sooner lay you across my lap and give your arse a thorough flailing, you scoundrel.
The Queen approached the arguing parties. Two nobles, Lords Cartwright and Mansfield. Quickly she ascertained they were up in arms over ownership of an orchard lying between their estates. Assisting both nobles, their kinsmen, armed to the teeth, prepared to leap at each other and crush heads. Upon spotting Meave, the lords lowered their voices, bowed and presented themselves. Yet they could not keep their ire fettered long, and were soon casting aspersions again.
Your Grace, Mansfield has seized it. No, stolen my land. Land that has been in my family for generations.
It is my recompense for your reckless deeds. To burn down me mill in Furchin for a bit of sawdust in your flour? Well, I never.
A bit? Oh, let me at him. Farmhands taken ill, cooks feverish, all from that manure. You are a fraud, sir. A fraud and a thief.
Though she faced the not at all trifling matter of the Nilfgaardian invasion, Meave agreed to settle the dispute. Reynard, who knew the history of every Lyrian and Rivian family 7 generations back, served as her advisor.
No doubt I would find for the Cartwrights. They are in the right here, as regards the title to the land. Yet your Grace must consider, the Mansfields have ever served the crown and never delayed payment of tribute. Whereas the Cartwrights are litigious charlatans who owe the royal treasury thousands, many thousands.
From what I've gathered, you've both burdens on your conscience,
said the Queen.
And I've neither the time nor the inclination to ascertain who started this feud. You will split the orchard in 2, make do with half a piece.
But my Queen...
Should my judgment displease you, Mansfield, I can always incorporate the land into the crown.
The Queen's threat silenced the feuding lords, yet it failed to bring their conflict to a close. In a few years' time, they were at one another's throats yet again.
You bloated ass bladder! We'd have managed it ourselves, I told you. But no. Judgment. You had to have judgment. You demanded it.
On their way to the capital, Meve and company happened one fine day upon a lone rider. Had I been at her side, I would immediately have recognized his passionate gaze and altogether chivalrous mien.
Identify yourself, sir, and your intent.
Ache of Denel I am dubbed, and my design I never conceal. The good book says the world is a garden which the gods once conferred upon man, and we men have this garden neglected. In consequence, all manner of filth has made its lair here. Drowners, ghouls, and other kobolds. I have sworn ne'er to rest until the day when, with the gods' help, I have rid the world of these beasts and pests. I wander all lands, seeking out evil and facing it in mortal combat.
Who do we spy? A knight-errant?
Just as likely a madman. How goes your hunt? Caught the trail of any monster?
Monster? Too fair a term by far. An exceptionally vile worm has made its lair in nearby caverns. It is said to be the very distillation of filth. A slither in horror. A melange of the macabre. Its head, that of a wild cat of Ophir. Its maw full of spiked teeth. The wings of a bat it is said to have. The tail of a scorpion, and from it a thick venom drips. Learned men call this variety a manticore, or mardiacore.
Perhaps it will be most prudent, then, to send for a witcher.
A witcher? Soulless automatons they are, all, feeding on common folks' fears. What they demand gold to do, I perform without demand of any coin.
Sir Ache, far be it from me to discourage you. Your endeavour is noble, no doubt, but from what I have heard, manticores are exceedingly dangerous beasts.
To defeat this filth alone could be a difficult task, I'll not deny. Yet try it I must, for it is what I have sworn before the gods.
We shall help you find and fight the manticore, provided you then pledge to help us fight an even fiercer and filthier beast.
Of course, my lady. Yet what manner of horror is it? A viper? A griffin? A drake of some rare form?
Were it only. 'Tis a beast of 1,000 heads, covered in black armor, its fire consuming whole villages.
Noble lady, I know bestiar is only in parts, yet I've seen some of the world, and never have I heard of such a terror.
You need but look about you, and spot Nilfgaard's legions.
Devastating. But you must forgive me, your grace. This struggle between realms is not one to which I can lay a hand.
A manticore. How great is its appetite? How many men does it fell? In a moon, let us say.
It changes. At a time when the horror broods, it may be as many as 20.
I see. As now you must. Nilfgaard in my capital could mean as many as 20,000 felled. You live to fight evil, injustice, do you not? You can fight none greater than by doing so at my side.
The manticore, your grace, must fall first. As to what happens later, I shall need to consult the good book and petition the gods.
Agreed, so be it. This monster, where lies its lair? Where does it prowl?
To the north, my queen. A few leagues on.
Not a scrap. Not a scrap. Nothing to bury. Blood's all that's left behind.
'Tis in these ravines. The beast is near. I sense it.
At the furthest depth of the winding, gloomy canyon, scouts found the maw of a great cavern. Among the boulders outside it, whitening bones lay strewn. Ake dismounted and drew his blade.
By the god's grace, we've found the beast's lair,
he said, lifting his gaze to the heavens.
We need them but to extend their favor as we battle the filth.
Meve cast a critical eye at her shield. Wood clad in leather and thin plate. Enough to stop a sword, certainly, but would it protect her from a beast's raging blow? Noticing her hesitation, Reynard approached the Queen and said,
Your Grace, none will utter a disparaging word should you step back.
But they will think them,
replied Meve.
And that's bad enough. The war has begun. I can't appear weak to my fighting men.
Without awaiting an answer, Meve strode into the cave. The rest of the company followed, equally full of fear and faith in their queen and commander. Moments later, a great and powerful roar filled the cavern.
And I beheld the beast! Profane horns didst adorn his wicked brow!
Gods protect us.
Beware its claws! The hardest plate they shred like fine vellum!
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
God's blast it! My breastplate chafes.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Beware! Its tail flows with deadly venom! Keep that vile poison to yourself!
Left, right, left, right.
Aye. Should've listened to me, old lady.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
One boat's all I need. This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
And I beheld the beast!
Gods protect us.
Left.
Beware its claws! The hardest plate...
Again and again and again.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Its tail flows with deadly
Company! Forward march! My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
I fear not, for fate guides me.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am. You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Give me a target.
We must thank the gods for this victory both great and just.
With Ache at their side, the Lyrians fell the Manticore. Later, it was said, the beast's dying wail, multiplied and strengthened as it passed through the caverns, could be heard as far as Spala.
Your Grace, many monarchs have I met in my time, yet none proved as virile in battle as did your Majesty.
Virile? I dislike the term. Seems not to suit a woman. I prefer valiant. Yet grateful I am for the compliment. Now pray reveal, have you made your decision? Will you swear to serve me? Are you prepared to take an oath?
I am not, Your Grace. I can serve only the gods. Yet, I do believe them to be on your side as one unjustly and treacherously attacked. Thus I see nothing wrong in assisting you.
Then I am content and welcome you in my ranks, Sir Ache of Denel.
The knight-errant bowed low from the waist. So low, in fact, the gambeson neath his mail creaked. Meve could only hope he would battle Nilfgaardians as boldly as he faced beasts.
Oh, quiet in here. Not at all like the Airy Bear.
Yes, Your Grace?
It's time I attended to other matters. I see you found the mess tent. How's the ale? Not too warm, I hope.
'Tis not for me to say, Your Majesty. My tankard holds but milk of the goat.
Milk? A witless prank. I shall tell the quartermaster at once what I think of such...
Unnecessary, Your Grace. I called for the beverage.
Is that so? Well then.
The good book states clearly, the shadow of spirits obscureth light most true, and leadeth thee from the path of virtue.
Right. I suppose there's something to it.
My soul sings to hear your affirmation, Your Grace. If ever you wish to discuss the good book and the wisdoms contained therein, hesitate not to find me.
Certainly, I shall remember that. Your crusade against monsters. Have you been at it long?
Come next Bellatane, it will be 20 years, Your Grace. Though, there was one extended interruption.
For what reason? Had you grown weary of the knight-errant's life?
Not in the least. Never shall I cease in my quest to cleanse the world of filth and abominations. But at times evil puts up rather a good fight. I ventured forth to slay a dragon once. A gold one, as it were. Calling itself Villa Tretormeft, or the like. Its very name, as is evident, a vile toil for the tongue and wafting wickedness. A great many mercenaries embarked on the hunt, lured by the promise of coin in heaps. The Crinford Reavers, Yarpen Zigrin, and a band of dwarves. Even, curse the word, a witcher. One Yennefer, the most lecherous sorceress, at his side.
That name I've heard.
But at the deciding moment, when the beast challenged all, I alone emerged to face it. Alas, shame burns me to admit it. I returned from the battle upon my shield. Figuratively. Literally. I returned in pieces. For 2 years, I lay in the Temple of Melitele in Alanda. Mother Neneke, God's protector, nursing me back to full health. And only when I could once more grip my sword did I return to the path I'd chosen.
And the dragon? What was its fate?
Some claim it flew off to Zerrikania, though it very well might yet lurk here, awaiting the opportune moment to terrorize the folk of the north again.
Farewell, Ake.
A dragon! A live one, seen it with my own eyes. Had winged like a bat, and a mess of teeth.
can try to win them all, but you won't. You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
One boat's all I need.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
One boat's all I need. Give me a target.
Oh, shame to let this beauty go to waste.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
I only loot corpses, but sometimes they're quite fresh.
One boat.
Can't take it anymore.
We must trust each other!
Our ballista, your command.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Armor won't save.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Use it. Not the watches yet.
For Lyria! For Riviere! For Maeve!
Remember this, Nilfgaardians.
One of them golden sons belongs on the side of my own ship.
Lots of folk moving about of late. Fair Livia is our own land, charming fertile and grand.
One evening, soldiers brought before Meve the elf she had saved from a lynching. It seemed he had been the fiend who had poisoned the water barrels from which several soldiers had drunk, then suffered and died.
Yes, I did it. And I regret it not one bit.
Seethed the elf.
Nilfgaardian, Temerian, some brute from Lyria, you Dwan are all alike. I detest you. All of you, your filth for what you wrought with my brethren. I'm proud. I am that even a few of your kind perished at my hand. Hail and Shay.
Meve pursed her lips into a thin white line. Reynard knew the expression. It did not bode well.
I should drag you to the capital. Hang you high in the market square.
Meve said through gritted teeth.
Yet this you would want. Am I right? For your folk to speak of you? For your folk to remember? Well, you shan't have it. You'll hang here, in the middle of nowhere, with but crows to witness it and then pick at your eyes.
It was a summary execution. No sentence was read, no last wish observed. The elf's corpse then hung long at the roadside, as none came forth to claim and bury it.
We welcome you home, Your Majesty. Prince Willem awaits your return, Your Grace.
Home at last, Your Grace.
Mm-hmm. We shall not enjoy it long, I fear. Soon we must face the black-clads in the field.
Yet a moment's peace we will have. After that drubbing you gave them at Dravograd, they'll wish to rethink their strategy. Yes, Your Grace?
It's time I attended to...
Your Grace?
Farewell, Ake.